In the heart of Chicago, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and the wind carried dreams as swiftly as it did the chill, I, Ethan Carter, was a man on the cusp of change. At 32, I was a mid-level marketing analyst at Horizon Enterprises, a sleek advertising firm known for its high-profile clients and cutthroat ambition. My life was a treadmill of deadlines, coffee runs, and late-night presentations. But I loved it. The grind felt like a pulse, a rhythm that kept me alive. My wife, Lily, was my anchor, a woman whose laughter could light up the darkest boardroom and whose strength held our small apartment together. Lily was a graphic designer, freelancing from our cozy Lincoln Park home. Her art was her soul, splashed in vibrant colors across digital canvases. We'd been married for 5 years, and though the early spark of our romance still flickered, the demands of my job often left us with stolen moments rather than grand gestures. She was patient, but I could see the quiet longing in her eyes when I came home late, my tie loosened and my mind still at the office. My boss, Nathan Brooks, was the kind of man who commanded rooms without trying. At 40, he was the youngest VP at Horizon, with a sharp jawline, sharper wit, and a reputation for turning failing campaigns into gold. He was charismatic, intimidating, and, to my frustration, effortlessly charming. Everyone wanted to be in Nathan's orbit, including me. A promotion to senior analyst was dangling just out of reach, and Nathan was the gatekeeper. One crisp October evening, Nathan called me into his glass-walled office overlooking Lake Michigan. The city lights sparkled like a promise. "Ethan," he said, leaning back in his chair, "we're pitching to Luminary Cosmetics next week. It's a $10 million account. I need you to lead the creative pitch. Blow this and we're out. Nail it and you're on the fast track to senior analyst." My heart raced. This was my shot. "I'm in," I said, trying to mask the tremor in my voice. "Good," Nathan replied, his eyes glinting. "I want you to bring your wife in on this. Her design work is phenomenal. I've seen her portfolio. She could give us an edge." I hesitated. Lily freelanced to maintain her independence, and she wasn't fond of corporate games. But the idea of working together, of her being part of my big break, felt like a chance to reconnect. "I'll talk to her," I promised. That night, I found Lily curled up on our couch, sketching on her tablet. Her auburn hair fell in soft waves, and her green eyes lit up when she saw me. "You're home early," she teased, setting her tablet aside. I told her about Nathan's offer, expecting resistance. Instead, she leaned forward, intrigued. "Luminary Cosmetics? That's huge, Ethan. I'm in. Let's make something unforgettable." The next week was a whirlwind. Lily and I worked late into the night, brainstorming concepts for Luminary's new campaign. Her creativity was electric. She sketched bold, colorful designs that screamed luxury and empowerment, perfectly aligning with the brand's ethos. I crafted the pitch, weaving her visuals into a narrative about confidence and beauty. We were a team again, like the early days when we'd stay up talking about our dreams. Nathan was impressed. He'd drop by our makeshift workspace in the office, offering feedback that was equal parts critical and encouraging. "Lily, this color palette is genius," he'd say. Or, "Ethan, tighten the copy here. It needs more punch." His presence was magnetic, and I noticed Lily's cheeks flush when he complimented her work. I brushed it off as pride. She was talented, and Nathan's approval meant something. As the pitch day approached, Nathan invited us to his penthouse for a final review. "It's less formal," he said. "We'll hash out the details over dinner. Bring Lily. She's as much a part of this as you are." Lily was thrilled. "His penthouse? Ethan, this is fancy. Should I wear the red dress or the black one?" "The red one," I said, kissing her forehead. "You'll steal the show." Nathan's penthouse was a sleek masterpiece of modern design, floor-to-ceiling windows, minimalist furniture, and a view of the Chicago skyline that made you feel invincible. He greeted us in a tailored blazer, his charm dialed to 11. "Welcome, power couple," he said, handing us glasses of wine. Lily laughed, and I felt a pang of something I couldn't name. Dinner was exquisite. Roasted lamb, truffle risotto, and a playlist of soft jazz that set an intimate mood. We spread out the campaign materials on Nathan's dining table, and the three of us dove in. Lily's designs were the star, and Nathan couldn't stop praising her. "You've got a gift, Lily," he said, his eyes lingering on her a moment too long. "This is going to change the game." She blushed, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "Thanks, Nathan. It's been fun." I focused on the pitch, ignoring the way Nathan's hand brushed hers when he pointed at a sketch. We finalized the presentation, and by midnight, we were exhausted but exhilarated. The pitch was perfect. Nathan raised his glass. "To us," he said, "the dream team." The pitch to Luminary was a triumph. The executives loved Lily's designs, and my presentation sealed the deal. Horizon won the account, and Nathan pulled me into a bear hug. "You did it, Ethan. Senior analyst is yours." The celebration spilled into a downtown bar where the team toasted our success. Lily was radiant, her laughter mingling with the clink of glasses. Nathan was in his element, buying rounds and telling stories. I watched him lean close to Lily, whispering something that made her laugh. My stomach twisted, but I told myself it was nothing. Nathan was just being Nathan. Back home, Lily was buzzing. "We did it, Ethan! This is our moment!" She kissed me, and for a moment, everything felt right. But the next day, Nathan called Lily into his office alone. "I want her to take point on the next phase," he told me later. "She's got star potential." I was proud but uneasy. Lily started spending more time at the office working closely with Nathan. They'd stay late, reviewing mock-ups or discussing strategy. She'd come home glowing, talking about Nathan's vision and how he got her art. I tried to focus on my new role as senior analyst, but the late nights gnawed at me. Was it just work, or was there something more? One evening, I came home to find Lily on the phone, laughing softly. "Nathan, you're ridiculous," she said before hanging up. She turned to me, her smile fading slightly. "He was just telling me about a new client. You okay?" "Yeah," I lied, forcing a smile. "Just tired." The tension simmered for weeks. Lily and Nathan's collaboration grew closer, their chemistry undeniable. I'd catch them sharing inside jokes or lingering glances during meetings. My promotion kept me busy, but my mind kept drifting to them. I trusted Lily, but Nathan's charm was a force of nature and doubt crept in like a slow poison. Then came the night that changed everything. Horizon was hosting a gala to celebrate the Luminary account, held at a swanky hotel ballroom. Lily wore the red dress, her confidence radiant. Nathan, in a tailored tux, was the center of attention, but his eyes kept finding her. I mingled with clients, but my focus was fractured. After the speeches, Nathan pulled us aside. "I need to go over some last-minute changes for the campaign's next phase," he said. "Let's use the conference room upstairs. Lily, you're essential for this." We followed him to a small, dimly lit conference room. The air felt heavy, charged with something unspoken. Nathan spread out the revised designs, but his focus was on Lily. He leaned close, pointing out details, his voice low and warm. "This gradient you used, it's brilliant," he said, his hand resting on hers for a beat too long. I cleared my throat, and they pulled apart. We worked through the changes, but the room felt smaller with every passing minute. When we finished, I stood to leave, but Nathan said, "Lily, can you stay a moment? I have an idea for a new project." I froze. "I'll wait downstairs," I said, my voice tight. Lily nodded, her eyes unreadable. In the ballroom, I nursed a drink, my mind racing. Minutes turned into an hour. I couldn't take it anymore. I took the elevator back to the conference room, my heart pounding. The door was ajar, and I pushed it open. Lily and Nathan were there, standing close. Too close. She was laughing, her hand on his arm, and he was looking at her like she was the only person in the world. They didn't see me at first. The room spun, and my chest tightened. Was this what I'd feared? "Lily," I said, my voice sharper than I intended. They turned, startled. Lily's eyes widened. "Ethan, it's not," she started, but Nathan cut in. "Just talking shop," he said smoothly, stepping back. "Lily's got some great ideas for the next campaign." I didn't buy it. The air crackled with tension, and I could feel the weight of their connection. "We're done here," I said, holding Lily's gaze. She nodded, grabbing her purse, and we left without another word. The ride home was silent. Lily stared out the window, her hands twisted in her lap. When we got to our apartment, I couldn't hold it in anymore. "What was that, Lily?" I asked, my voice low. "Nothing," she said quickly. "We were just talking about work." "Don't lie to me," I snapped. "I saw how he looks at you, how you look at him." Her eyes filled with tears. "Ethan, I swear, it's not what you think. He's inspiring. He sees my work in a way you haven't in a while. But I love you. I'd never cross that line." Her words hit like a punch. She was right. I'd been so caught up in my ambition that I'd neglected her. But Nathan's charm, his attention, had filled a void I'd left. "Do you have feelings for him?" I asked, dreading the answer. She hesitated, and that pause was answer enough. "I don't know," she whispered. "He makes me feel seen. But you're my husband. I want us." I wanted to scream, to confront Nathan, but I knew the truth. This wasn't just about him. It was about us. About the late nights I'd chosen work over her, the dreams we'd stopped sharing. Nathan was a catalyst, not the cause. The next day, I requested a transfer to Horizon's New York office. It was a lateral move, not a promotion, but it was a fresh start. I told Lily I wanted us to rebuild, to focus on each other. She agreed, tearfully, and we promised to be honest, to fight for what we had. Before we left Chicago, I confronted Nathan, not with fists or accusations, but with quiet resolve. "Stay away from my wife," I said in his office, my voice steady. "She's not yours to charm." He didn't deny anything, just nodded. "You're a good man, Ethan. Take care of her." We moved to New York, where Lily took on new freelance projects, and I settled into a less cutthroat role. We went to counseling, learning to talk again, to dream again. The ghost of Nathan lingered, but we faced it together, rebuilding our spark one honest conversation at a time. In the end, the room where I saw them wasn't the end of our story. It was a wake-up call. Lily and I weren't perfect, but we were real, and that was enough.